Hey folks, it's the Mysterious JG. It's time for a new-ish Let's Play. I decided ultimately not to have a long pause, to just keep on going from Starcraft into Brood War. This would be a mild disappointment to anybody who's waiting for the next RTK game or Final Fantasy / RPG game, except that they're probably not even registering the fact that I'm playing StarCraft at all. So I can only imagine that the people who did click on this video and are hearing me right now are thrilled with the news that we'll be moving straight on to Brood War without a particularly long pause. Have a couple days without a new video. That's for most part during StarCraft. I had a new video going a day, and some of those videos are almost 2 hours long, so I had a hell of a stretch going there. But no, it is time for Brood War. Brood War is the expansion pack for the original StarCraft. I am horrible with dates. I don't remember exactly how long StarCraft was out before Brood War came out, but Brood War was kind of an essential expansion because it's a multiplayer. It's a massively popular online game, which means that the expansions, I don't know how it works with World of Warcraft because I've never ever played World of Warcraft. I literally have never played World of Warcraft or any of the other. I've never played a pay-by-the-month game. But I know that with StarCraft, you'd ran into issues if, I want to play my friend on the other side of the country or the other side of the world, but he's running version blah blah, and I've got this, and I got the expansion. And the players of this game are kind of pressured to keep up with the expansions, and companies like Blizzard could really exploit that to get money out of people if they wanted. Except that the updates were free. This was not. This was an expansion. However, really, there's not that many changes. There's a lot of little gameplay changes, I would imagine, and like such and such unit does this much more damage, or it has this much less range, or builds this much faster. But I think no more in Brood War than you'd get from just free updates, where once you go up to version 1.15, it costs this much to build this unit and whatever. The biggest changes were every species now has a couple of extra units, which we'll see as we go. The biggest thing, of course, with this expansion actually is that there's a whole new plot mode. And since that's what we're, whole new story, and since that's what we're about in this LP, that's cool for us. Oh, but the intro movie. How are we going to watch the intro movie? View intro. Okay, that should do it. Hopefully this will be Brood War, not StarCraft. Bizarro Entertainment. That's actually the game. That's not me just breathing into my microphone like it usually is. We accidentally watched this intro during StarCraft, and I realized, hey, wait, this isn't the StarCraft intro. This sort of assumes that Hydras in the cinemas always carve people up with melee, but they're not melee. It's weird. I mean, the idea of this monster spitting acid on you that melts your face is pretty horrifying, but they never really concentrate on that. It's more like they just these are Zergling, I guess, although their heads look exactly like Hydra heads here. Zerg units always look weird in the cinemas. Protoss units pretty much look like you'd expect them to. Marines and other Terran units look like they should. Zerg units never look like what you think they look like. Thank you would be nice. No? Hey, a black guy.
Who's in charge here?
It's not me, I'm a black guy. This is the Confederacy. Air support would be in the air. That's a good place for it to be. I think Brood War actually does introduce our first black guy, other than just a background marine in cinematics. Best of my knowledge, the future still has no Asians. Who are these dudes?
So, Gerard.
It's Mr. Critic!
I suspect you have a good reason for pulling me away from my duties.
criticizing
Your bunker
PG
can
Let's
wait,
Plays.
my good Alexei. Come, stand here. You need to see this.
I know all about the Zerg, Gerard.
I know what they look like in cinemas and in the game.
We've
So
all
it's like
seen
fake
it takes
Picard.
100.
You've seen nothing. Dissecting a dead Zerg in a lab is one thing. Unleashing them on men is another. You must go into this with both eyes open. Once started, there's no going back.
Well, do we need to unleash them on
Are
humanity?
you prepared to go all the way with this, Alexei?
Did you bring the condoms?
Yes.
Duh, comrade.
Yes, I am prepared to go all the way.
Because
My good Admiral.
I assume he's Russian. I mean, all people with Eastern European accents are Russians, right?
Good. I knew I could count on you.
Sure. Okay, so we've got two new human characters.
Will be overrun in a matter of minutes. Shall we intervene?
Take us into orbit, Mr. Malmsteen. We've seen enough.
And they're not going to help the humans on the ground, so they're kind of already introduced as being of questionable virtue here. So you've been left to die, buddy. Well, your black friend seems to have disappeared. I don't seem like I'm obsessed with race, but this is weird to me. There's one black guy in StarCraft. Alright, so we have new human characters, but yeah, we've expanded beyond everyone's white guy from the south. Now we've got, well, Kerrigan didn't sound particularly southern. She just sounded normal, which, you know, not that southerners are freaks, I'm just saying she didn't really have an accent that stuck in my mind as, oh, that is a blank accent. But no, we've had mostly southern characters. Suddenly we've got Gerard and we've got Alexei. So we got somebody who's like sort of Eastern European, kind of Slavic or Russian or something, and we've got a French dude to expand our repertoire of accents that you can do if you want to be a StarCraft character. But whoever those Terrans were, they didn't seem particularly inclined to help the Terrans who were on the surface. And the other thing I noted was, and this is always fun, battle cruisers are supposed to be huge. I mean, in StarCraft 2, the game is more or less set, or at least the between mission sections are more or less set on someone's battle cruiser. And I mean, it has multiple rooms. You can go to a room where you talk to this guy. You can go to a room on the battle cruiser where you upgrade weapons. I mean, it's like it's where the main character lives. And of course, in this we see, yeah, there's like guys standing around on the deck of this battle cruiser. It's huge. In the game, like the battle cruiser could be shot down by like 5 or 6 Marines with fully upgraded weapons. It's kind of insane. Anyway, I always talk too much, especially in the before the mission, especially in the first video of a Let's Play. So before I completely lose anybody, let's get rolling with. As you can see now, we've got Protoss, like an almost naked Protoss. We've got Terrans in uniforms. I believe that's Alexei. He has the Crew de Valor and some other stuff which we can't read because of this. And the Zerg campaign, we no longer have like a normal Zerg. We've got like, oh my god, hot alien Kerrigan chick. But before we can check any of that out, we've got to get through, in a way, the least intriguing. Now the Protoss, you'd think could potentially have the most interesting story because they've just freed the planet Aiur from the Overmind. So we need to see what they're doing, whether Jungle Jimmy's still hanging out with them, Jungle Jim Raynor. But we don't really know who these Terrans are, so I'm curious about that. And obviously, you got to be curious to play as Kerrigan, because like the whole game is supposedly building up to Kerrigan. Why does Kerrigan have like knee-high boots? I'm not sure why Kerrigan has clothes at all. She's a Zerg, but whatever. Let's find out what's up with the Protoss. Protoss campaign: The Stand. The nefarious Zerg Overmind has been destroyed, and the Protoss homeworld of Aiur now lies in smoking ruin. Wait, what? As the executor of the remaining Protoss forces, you must now attempt to reunite your beleaguered people and save them from the ravenous Zerg who still roam mindlessly across the blackened fields of Aiur. Okay, so yeah, I can buy this. There was a lot of fighting going on. Seemed to me like the planet wasn't completely devastated before, but I mean, this could make sense. I'm just so good at Starcraft that I won, and it was less of a struggle than it should have been, you know?
Greetings, Executor.
Hey, man.
Though we all grieve for the loss of mighty Tassadar, we must find the resolve to carry on. He
Pointless
sacrificed
suicide
himself
attacks.
to destroy the Overmind, but many Zerg still rage across our ruined homeworld. Without the Conclave to lead us,
Conclave
or the
sucks, dude.
protection of our great fleets,
I took out
it
your fleets,
seems
brother.
we must fend for ourselves.
Aldaris is correct, Executor.
He's also an
As we have
asshole.
both seen, the Zerg will not halt their rampage until every last one of us is dead.
Well, then they'll start killing each other.
We
So.
retreat to our last functional warp gate and travel to where the Zerg cannot follow us.
With all due
Hell.
respect, Zeratul, the Protoss do not run from their enemies. Aiur is our homeworld. It is here that we shall make our
I'm with
stand.
Aldaris.
Just as your Conclave did. They are dead now, Aldaris. Dead because they allowed their pride to blind their reason.
Wait.
Only if we learn from their mistakes can we live to avenge them. Now, Executor, I know of a place where we can find solace. It is Shakuras, the secret homeworld of my people, the Dark
It's a new map
Templar.
style.
Your people. We would be seen as tyrants to them.
Well, that's
Why
pretty
would
accurate.
They shelter us.
Have I not pledged myself to your cause? Not all beings are as unforgiving as your lamented Conclave,
Just
Aldaris.
rub his face
You
in
are right,
it.
of course. Executor, Zeratul shall find us passage to the warp gate. After the gate has been secured, Phoenix and the new Praetor Artanis
Will
shall
breathe in
also
the blood of
find
100
to
virgins.
Protoss.
Executor, I am Artanis.
I've got your
Though
refugees
I've
packed in
only
nice and
recently been
tight.
appointed Praetor, you can trust that I will uphold the honor and traditions of the Templar.
We shall
So he's
see.
our player character
Hey,
from
boys.
last game, apparently.
Mind if
Hey,
we tag along?
hey, man.
I figure heading anywhere has got to be better than staying here with the Zerg.
Commander Raynor,
You stay here.
as ever, your assistance is appreciated. We would be honored if you joined us.
I love the timing. Raynor does his little look at camera, goofy smile thing as he's told to join them. He's like, Protoss are my friends. All right, so yeah, I honestly, if it comes from it comes from the Starcraft wiki, that don't mean it's not necessarily a pile of crap. I mean, it's been presented to me by a viewer, and it came from the wiki, and I didn't bother to look this up, but I think it makes sense that Artanis represents the player character from the first game. He's just become a Praetor, and that now I'm a new Executor because Artanis, the former Executor, is a Praetor. But Aldaris is all like, we shall see if he's going to live up and be worth. I mean, the Executor from the last game frickin' engineered the defeat of the Conclave, so maybe Aldaris doesn't like him very much. But he's the Executor from the last game. He used like a ragtag bunch of misfits to destroy the Protoss Conclave and then defeat the Overmind. I mean, he's the man. He accomplished more. I mean, like the Terran, magistrate guy who the story has completely forgotten. I mean, it was him more than Jimmy. Jungle Jimmy's taking credit for what he did, but the Terran magistrate's the one who orchestrated all these victories for the Terrans. And then there's the Zerg player character does a lot of stuff for the Zerg, including successfully launching the invasion of Aiur. But the Protoss player character from the last game defeats the Overmind. That's like the biggest single accomplishment of the entire game. And now he's supposed to be Artanis, who everyone just kind of treats like he's this young punk, so I don't know. The other thing about that I want to say before we get started is Aldaris is like, we do not run from our enemies, and Zeratul's like, shut the fuck up, Aldaris. You are stupid. My people are nice and will take care of you even though you don't deserve it. The problem is, unless, like, presumably there's no minerals and Vespian left on Aiur for you to build a base, we've been fighting unbelievable hordes of Zerg all along. And now the Overmind's dead. They're all, like, disorganized. They're probably half of them are fighting each other. They're not launching coordinated attacks anymore. It seems like it will be a long, hard slog, as they say, to take the planet back. But it seems like why would we kill the Overmind and then retreat from the planet? You see what I'm saying, guys? Like, Aldaris is right. This is the time to dig in and, like, kick the Zerg's ass. Cleanse the planet with fire, if that's what it takes. We've got observers. There's no place they can hide. They got nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. I don't know. I'm just talking too much. Let's get on with the mission. But no, the whole thing is they've got new maps. They've got a Shadow Twilight World map, which is what they call it. And we'll see that soon enough. And there's a desert map and an ice world map. The story of Brood War is just a series of excuses to show off these new maps. And then map types, tile sets, basically. And to showcase the new units. And for that reason, I'm going to start right now bitching about the fact that Brood War's story just isn't as strong as Starcraft's. It's a series of set pieces that are meant to introduce some specific thing from the game. Yeah, I said it. I'd say it again. So we've got a group of guys. This is a dungeon crawl mission, except the dungeon is the surface of Aiur. We've got Zergling.
It will be done.
Oh, and I forgot to set my mouse to actually scroll the screen. We've got... Why is that unpowered? There's a pylon right next to it. Doesn't matter. We don't own these buildings. We can't do anything with them. I can't research here. That's probably why it's unpowered. Otherwise, I would be trying to research and I don't have any.
It will be done. We should destroy these Nidus canals so as to stem the flow of Zerg reinforcements through them.
Now,
I do this for Aiur. So be it. It will be done.
that Overlord was allowing them to see me. That's why I took a lot of damage there.
It will be done. Your orders, Templar. I long for your transmitted.
My question is always, how much should the hero be doing and how much should everyone else be doing? Because the hero is usually more capable than his followers. Or you lose if the hero is defeated, but if you let the followers lead off and protect the hero too much, the hero, or your followers get killed, and then the hero is just overwhelmed. I really don't want to get into a situation where he takes shield damage or health damage.
It will be done.
Looks like here what I'm going to need to do is wait for these guys are awful against Zergling.
Your orders, Templar.
So I need to, whatever it was that was allowing them to see me, I need to kill it when it's not there. It seems like it's gone now. No, it's not. Okay, I just blew it. Because there's an Overlord right there. Great way to start the Starcraft LP.
I do this for Aiur. Entaro Adun. I do
I'm
this
just going
for
to ignore you.
Aiur.
My other forces can deal with you.
Entaro Adun. We should destroy these Nidus canals so as to stem the flow of Zerg reinforcements through
We
them.
can surely stem the tide.
Your orders,
We can
Templar.
pass the tempest.
So be it. Entaro Adun. I do this for Aiur. It will be done.
Why is that Overlord able to see
I
me?
do this for
He should be able to see me over there.
So be it. I do this for Pius. Entaro Adun.
Yeah, sorry, I've already blew it by getting Zeratul killed, so I'm kind of don't know what to do with myself now. There was an Overlord down here, but I feel like I should have been able to. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna start a separate LP file for Brood War. Okay.
Your orders, Templar.
I don't know why I'm determined to go this way. It might just be the less safe path.
It will be done. So be it. Entaro Adun.
Okay. This time, whatever Overlord is flying back and forth isn't here.
I do this for Aiur. So be it.
Oh, Protoss building exploded. Oh my god.
It will be done.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of random Scourge flying overhead. They can't detect Zeratul. They can't attack my units. They're just there to provide the flavor of there's lots of Zerg around here. This is the jerk who's causing me all these problems. Let's go explore over here, just in case. I don't want to miss any Protoss reinforcements we might be able to find along the way. Oh.
It will be done. Entaro Adun. It will be done. I do this for Aiur.
I'm gonna be able to.
So be it.
No, he's just gonna go back and forth like a jerk. That's what jerks do. They go back and forth.
Receiving.
I kind of doubt there's anything there I really need
Your
to deal
orders,
with.
Templar. So be it.
Entaro Adun.
Entaro Adun. So be it. I do this for Aiur. So be it.
So where is he? He's all the way over there. Fine.
I do this for Aiur.
Screw him. We're not even going to deal with you guys.
Instructions.
I tend to have this obsession with killing everything that we can kill, but in these missions, but
It will be done.
Entaro Adun, there is no time to waste. We must join our brethren in battle.
oh yeah, I suppose you got a point there. So have I taken over all these guys? Yeah, I have. You gotta kill these Nidus canals because more troops come out of them. They're killing Zeratul! How are they able to see him? Oh, son of a bitch! I don't remember this mission having been that hard. And suddenly I'm just like completely getting myself killed. Well,
I do this for
maybe if I
Aiur.
come this
It will be done.
this guy will kill me.
I do this for Aiur.
There's like 2 overlords there. Well, screw that.
So be it.
Soviet Union.
It will be
That's where
done.
that Alexei guy's from.
He saw assuming.
Gosh,
Instructions.
you address me.
He saw instructions.
Okay, now if I was going to wait someplace for shields to recover, this would be it, but Yeah, I really don't remember this having been that difficult, but when I got to that, it seems like there were so many freaking Zerg there, and I don't think they start spawning before you get there.
There's no time to waste. We must join our brethren in battle.
Or they're just not fighting back because they're running around trying to get to the gates. I think that's what's going on. They're just running around back and forth trying to hit the gates, and they're not attacking units, so I need to not give them commands right off until... Wow, I really don't remember this being that hard at all. It's really not an auspicious start to this LP. Once we get to a point where we can build bases like a normal Starcraft mission, things will settle down a little bit. I do remember being quite annoyed that the first mission of Brood War, would, you know, which at the time, you'd been waiting a long time for cool new Starcraft plot stuff, was like frickin' dungeon crawl. I was like, what?
I do this for Aiur.
For vengeance. Initiated.
Maybe we need to kill this thing before.
There's no time to waste. We must join our brethren in battle.
Somebody is spotting Zeratul and making it very difficult for him. Yeah, just kill. Just kill. Okay. The problem was they were running around back and forth trying to yeah, they're running around back and forth and not Zeratul's hurt. He's lost 1 hit point, which means that half of his body is now yellow. Okay. Now I could go overwhelm that one I picked up a very small number of zealots out of that. I basically had the same force that I had. So I don't know if that was even worth all the headache. But we got new dudes. There's a little path down there that we could try. Oh, fine, just all charge forward. I was trying to be strategic, but... Kill the damn Zergling. Whoa. Those guys, that's not where I need them to be. Damn, this sucks. Those Zeratul's almost dead now. We're like halfway through the mission, but shit. Might as well save, because at this point, if I have to start over, I'm gonna start over the damn video. Junk this is a failure.
I long for combat. Make use of me.
This is the thing that caused us all the problems. I guess from now on, I'm not leading with Zeratul for anything. Hey, it's a Bangladesh. Now Zeratul won't be like super fragile once his shields come back, because he's got more life in shielding than he does in his own body. But man, look at all these assholes preventing super cool Dark Templar stuff.
It is good to see more of our brethren on the battlefield.
Oh, these guys.
I long for combat.
It's like I heard the "Oh, you have discovered troops" sound. I just didn't know.
I long for combat. Your orders, Templar. I long for combat. Orders,
Hang right over here, 'cause he's not invisible anymore. So, oh, he's got
You address me.
overlords that keep seeing him.
Entaro Adun.
Is anything cool happening over here? Is this just another path of those same troops? It's another path of the same troops. Maybe I could have bypassed a couple of Zerg by going this way, but
Your orders, Templar.
at the end, yeah, all I got to do is get Zeratul alive, which he's barely at this point. Oh, see, they got detectors galore up here anyway. I was never going to be allowed to use awesome Dark Templar. You can't see me tactics here. Now, of course, these buildings aren't doing anything. They don't have any hatcheries. They're not building new units. It just kind of feels good to kill them. So I associate them with the Ultralisks that almost killed Tassadar. Arbiter Tribunal here, so I'm going to get to building Arbiters right away, I'm sure.
Entaro Adun, Zeratul. This is all that remains of our forces in this province. We have found the location of the warp gate, but there is a sizable Zerg force blocking the way.
And these guys aren't going to come help us? No. Okay, well, contrary to appearances, we don't actually have a base. We can't build anything. Now, the lazy thing to do here would be to just turn these two High Templar into Happy Cloud Men. As people have noted, I almost never use Sonic Storm, but we do have Sonic Storm power here, so. We could use old Zeratul to lead off. Try to find where guys are hiding and then electro zap them. He did just save. But I think at this point there's little enough map left that if we just kind of muscle our way through, we'll make it.
Entaro Adun.
There are any
So be it.
detectors here. There's a detector right there. Whoa!
I long for combat. I heed thy call. My path is set. Steep thy being.
You address me.
I got like
I heed thy call.
3 and 7. Okay, that's quite a few kills.
Your orders.
I heed thy call. Steep thy bidding. My path is set.
Damn, that's a lot of guys. You get out of there, Zeratul. You guys charge. Zeratul, back off. Damn, that is kind of a lot of guys. Come together right now over me. Because those things are just like spitting out troops at a rapid rate. Zeratul will be safe as soon as we kill off. Yeah, there we go. Now Zeratul can start killing stuff off super speed. We'll finally have this bullshit in hand. Alrighty. Wow, a lot of zealots got killed there. Oh, and I do have shield generators now I should be using. Okay, well, ooh. Oh, your health is almost gone. You must have taken like one single hit. Oh, my happy cloudmen are already wiped out. My dragoons, I thought for a minute were gone. That would have kind of sucked. Yeah, detectors would be nice here. That is kind of. Oh, there's one more bunch of creep. I thought we had it. I thought we were done for a minute. We're at the point now where our Protoss brethren should see us. Yeah, don't worry about that. All we got left is this little corner. How much could possibly be there? It's gotta be over, right? Okay, Protoss buildings. I mean, it could be Zerg burrows, but... Now, there'll probably be more Zerg will attack in a cinematic kind of way after we're already in the base and have already won the mission, just to cement the idea that we're desperately outnumbered, but... The mission is bring Zeratul to the gateway.
I have located the warp
I do this right, I'll look at
and evacuate the colonized survivors before the Zerg return.
I call up on the thunder. Sounds like the Zerg just returned. Yeah, the Zerg are here. Get queer, get used to it. Hey.
Phoenix and I will hang back and protect our flank until everyone is through.
Phoenix doesn't get a line here. Phoenix just gets to do whatever Jungle Jimmy says. Okay, so from off-screen, unstoppable Zergling army. Alright, I get it. I still think that the Protoss should be able to organize a resistance and fight back the Zerg, since that's, you know, defeating huge swarms of Zerg. That's kind of what the Protoss are supposed to be about, but, you know me, I don't like to be contrary. So let's just take this thing home. Okay. Really horrible start to this whole thing because I kept starting and reloading and messing up, but we got there in the end. Actual playtime of 14 minutes 34 seconds when you don't count me having to load or restart. Killed 193 units and lost 23. That doesn't sound too bad on the surface, but the problem is I came very close to losing Zeratul and actually did once. And none of the other stats actually mean anything, because even though they have gas and minerals they start out with, I'm surprised they spent 500. I'm surprised. I didn't realize that they even had a way to spend resources. But whatever. That mission's over. We're on Aiur. We have taken a warp gate to go to the planet Shakuras. Phoenix and Raynor have decided to stay behind until all of us get through. So surely we'll be seeing them later. But it sounds like in the next mission it'll just be hopefully not just a dungeon crawl with Zeratul, but you know, basically we won't have those guys in our next mission. Our next mission will be us setting down on a strange new world thanks to the magic of warp gates. So I hope you'll join me for that. This has been the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys for watching. When we see you next time, when we because I'm speaking the royal we, I'm doing the royal way right now. When I see you next time, folks, it'll be more of a regular style mission where you have a base. So hope you'll be there for that. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye. Oh, hold on. Then I just completely clicked the wrong thing. Okay, now thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.